Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in this video we'll be talking about Ethermine, a mining pool that was very popular in proof of work, now offering Ether staking or Ethereum staking. Now, before you go deep diving into it, I just want to go over a few things, especially their FAQ on their page. But if you're asking my personal opinion on whether or not you should stake, I would say no, because you want to wait for regulatory clarity from your governments or local agencies, as well as actual clarity and confirmed dates from the Ethereum devs. Because on one side, some people were saying Shanghai or after Shanghai, and then some people were saying no, nobody's actually talked about it, and there is no confirmed date, not only of when it will be unlocked so we can withdraw, but is there going to be a set amount, like only 15 or 20% that we could withdraw at a time. But before we go over the FAQ of the Ethermine staking options, let's hear a quick word from today's video sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by BT Miners, and on their website you can sign up for their newsletter to get special offers or coupons depending on the service or product that they're offering. And their new website does bring a number of elements into the fold. For example, it's mining profitability calculator. Just like ASIC miner value, you can see what is the most profitable miner or cryptocurrency to mine at that time. Their miners range all the way from script algorithm to ETC hash, and they also offer repair services for ASICs or miners. Now, obviously, if you have a really old ASIC that parts aren't carried anymore, that might be a little bit harder, but just reach out to their services, see if they have a way to help you repair it. If you can't have your ASICs or your miners in-house with you or at your location, you may want to consider hosting services. Now, while I can't speak to all of these various elements of BT Miners because I haven't had one-on-one experience, do check them out. And by supporting them, you're supporting the channel, and I couldn't thank you enough. But let's get back to the video. So, Ethermine does offer mining still, not of Ethereum, but various other tokens. And to sign up or get started with Ethereum staking, you can click sign up, which will take you to a page where you got to put in your email, password. If you have a referral code, if I have one, I will put it down in the description. I have not signed up yet, but I'm probably going to do a long-term test for you guys if you're interested in that. Total invested, it looks like over $1 million in fiat, 829 Ether. Their current APY, I think they call it PA or APR, is 5.59 right now at time of filming, but that does change. And looking into their chart, their ETH store, you could see how it's fluctuated. So before the merge, it was around 4.3, and after the merge, it started to jump up 5.8. The high was 6.2, and now here we are around 5.94, almost 5.6. There is a little bit of a waiting period once you start staking to when you earn the rewards, but this allows these smaller miners that only have so much Ethereum to actually participate in the ecosystem, just like Lido and Coinbase and so many others. But let's go over the FAQ so we can wrap up and get out of here. What is Ethermine Staking? Ethermine Staking is an investment that is based on the Ethereum staking rewards via eth.store, which is this page here. Everything will be linked down in the description. This makes it possible to earn interest on the ETH investment or your ETH investment as if you were staking without having to have the 32 ETH needed for to become a validator. The minimum investment is 0.1 ETH, which most miners should have or could have. The ETH store, or basically it's called Ether Staking Offered Rate, is a transparent Ethereum staking reward reference rate. It represents the average financial return validators on the Ethereum network have achieved in a 24-hour period as published, and then they have a web page here. Now, their code for the ETH store is open source, and I do love to see open source project. But moving further on down, the biggest question, when can I withdraw my investment again? Withdrawals are not possible until Ethereum protocol allows for the withdrawal of all staked rewards. At the very least, you will be able to withdraw your invested Ether after 5 years. They're speculating that after 5 years, you should be able to unlock or withdraw your Ethereum at the max. But then they go on to say here, there is no definitive timeline for the merge. Well, the merge was September 15th, but they're talking about from the actual withdrawal, like when the withdrawal will happen or the unlocking will happen. But the core developers are working hard to make the merge and withdrawals possible. We expect withdrawals to be enabled shortly after the merge 6 to 12 months. So September 15th is when the merge happened, the switch from proof of work to proof of stake. That is what's been clearly defined as the merge. And they're speculating 6 to 12 months after the merge has happened. So that would be 2023, 2024, right? End of 2023, 2024. That is possible, but that contradicts, 5 years. Basically, they're saying, I mean, that's the furthest they would see it taking, all right? That's the longest they see it taking. It would take over 5 years. By that time, you should definitely be able to take your money out. But then they say 6 to 12 months after the Ethereum merge, which was September 15th. So we need some clarity and concrete information from the devs. Do I earn simple interest or compound interest? Ethermine Staking offers simple, non-compound interest rate. So just a simple rate. And then it goes on to break down additional information like when does my investment start accruing interest? Basically, it's 36 hours after you start the stake. After you've deposited your funds, it's about 36 hours. There's a little bit of a process and a couple steps that you need to do, but check this section out for a little bit more. Further down below, they have fees. What are the fees on Ethermine Staking? Now, Ethermine Staking will charge 0% fees until the merge. Not sure if that's the 15th merge, like the switch from proof of stake to proof of work to proof of stake, or the Shanghai fork that they're talking about. But either way, let's just look at the rates here. So if you have 0.1 ETH to 31.9 ETH, right below the 32 you need to become a validator, that's a 15% fee you're going to be paying. That's a little bit steep. 32 to 95.9 ETH is 13%. 96 to 959 ETH, it's 10%, and anything above 960 ETH is 8%. If you got that much ETH, you might as well be a validator on your own. But they go on to provide additional examples of, if the ETH store was at 6%, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Because obviously out of that current 5.5, I will be paying a percentage of it in fees. Now, another interesting aspect is, do investors earn MEV and transaction fee rewards after the merge? eStore does include staking rewards and transaction fees. Certain MEV rewards are counted as transaction fees and therefore are included in the calculation of the ETH.store. So inside of this 5.5, again, at time of filming, is supposedly the MEV transaction fees and rewards that we will be getting inside of that 5.5. So very interesting. Ethermine is offering users the availability that don't have the 32 ETH to become a validator to stake their ETH and earn additional. Now, if we looked at it and I took 2 ETH and I times it by that percentage rate, I'll be earning what I believe annually 0.11 ETH, which is basically 145 USD, at least right now at time of filming. But again, you want to look at the actual amount of Ethereum you would earn. So 0.11 ETH isn't too bad out of the 2 ETH that you would be staking. Again, I'm probably going to do a long-term test. We'll probably do an update in the future. But should you do it? My answer, short and sweet, no. We don't have any concrete data. We don't have clarity from our regulators and government officials for our state or federal or whatever country you're in. And we don't have confirmation or clarity from the devs on when withdrawals will happen or when the unlock will happen and how much we'll be able to withdraw once that unlock does happen. And until I get those dates, I would say no. However, if you're speculating, hey, I'm not going to touch this Ethereum. I don't need to touch this Ethereum. I don't need to worry about bills. I don't need to cover my overhead. My mining operation covers that. I'm good. And I'm just going to play the long game. Then maybe you want to consider it. But I'll leave that option up to you. However, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And that's going to do it for today's video. Do me a favor on the way out, though. Hit the like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out links in the description to help support the channel. Like today's video sponsor. And I greatly appreciate all of your support. You have a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.